making our way here to Wild, Florida. But check out all of the cows that they have. Like, it's incredible. Like, they're just everywhere over here. And we just passed a sign that says we're in the middle of nowhere. Hello friends and family, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're at Wild, Florida, and a special shout out to them. Thank you so much for collaborating and having us here today. Today we're going to be checking out the Gator Park. We're going to be feeding some gators. They also have some shows and some other animals here as well that we're going to be able to check out. They also offer airboat rides and a whole drive-through safari, which we'll probably check out at a later date, but we're going to be doing the gator feed and so much fun stuff here, and I am really excited. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click that bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would really appreciate it. The first thing that you'll notice is right here at the Wild Florida guest check-in. Right here is where you'll get your wristbands for all the various offerings that they have here. Then they also have a really nice merchandise section in here, a gift shop, which we'll check out at the end. I'm really loving this section right here. They have a bunch of like picnic tables so you can bring your food and just hang out over here, and a whole covered patio area. But you're greeted right off the bat by this gator right here. Look at him. His mouth is wide open. They also did give us this pamphlet right here with the shows and entertainment. They have a Crusher show, which I believe is one of the resident Gators here at 11 a.m., 3:45. They have exotic animal shows and the gator feeding shows. But how fun does this look? And also here is the whole map of the park. Also, if you're interested in checking out Wild Florida, right here, look at the sign right here. The middle of nowhere has been discovered. Wild Florida. Here's the phone number and the website if you're interested in any of the airboat rides or the safari ride as well. But we're going to be heading this way here towards the Wildlife and Nature Park. Look at the zebra. The first exhibit you'll come across as soon as you enter, like on the left-hand side, check out all the different macaws they have here. Like, I love these with all the beautiful colors, like the yellows, the blues, you got some red and some green. They're very active today too. The next section right here is the red-footed tortoise. This is really neat. Let's go check out him really quick. But look at this. During mating season, females dig holes and lay their clutch of 3 to 15 eggs. Red-footed tortoises have a lifespan of 50 years or longer. Oh, here's one right over here. Look at him over there eating his vegetables. Look at that, he's eating some broccoli. Look at him. That's amazing. That is truly incredible. Look at this. Listen to the macaws behind us. That's crazy. But look at right here. They have a whole recreation area with all beautiful palm trees and whatnot right here. This looks incredible. But I really want to show over here. On top of this picnic table, there's literally a peacock just hanging out over here. Look at the peacock right here. It's almost like he's ready to be served as lunch. He's literally just standing on top of the picnic table. Just literally just staring at us right here. All the beautiful colors though. So incredible. Look at this, like up close and personal, like 2 feet away, no problem at all. Just standing there. And you can take advantage of the plethora of seating right here. I love how they put these benches around the palm trees. Just enjoying the beautiful scenery that they have here. I'm loving this place because like back home we had a place called Claws and Paws where it was a whole like zoo like this, and it was incredible. Like we would love to go do that on the weekends and whatnot. And also in Cape May, New Jersey, we would go to the zoo there, and it's very similar to that. So this kind of reminds us as like home. It's incredible so far. It's very like nice, neat, and orderly. I can't wait to check out some of these more exhibits that they have over here. Our next exhibit right here, we have the slender snouted crocodile. And again, this shows you where in the world you'll actually be able to see some of these crocodiles and gators and whatnot. They can reach a length of over 12 feet and weigh over 500 pounds. Here's some fun facts if you guys want to scan that QR code on the slender snouted crocodile. But here he is right here, just enjoying laying out in the Florida sunshine. It's starting to drizzle on him, but that's not bothering him at all. Check him out right there. You can see his snout, exactly why he's called a slender snouted crocodile. Our next stop is right here at the albino alligator exhibit. And there's some signage right here. Wild Florida Encounter Animal. Ask staff member about getting up close and personal with them. Right here it says the home of Snowflake and Blizzard, so these are the residents right here. Right here we have Snowflake and Blizzard, and check this out. Like, they look incredible because they're albino, obviously, but literally like the head of the one is just resting on the body or the neck of the other one. Oh, he just opened his eyes and looked at us. He's literally looking at us right here. That is incredible. I wonder which one is Snowflake and which one is Blizzard. They have a whole really nice setup over here though. They also have a Cuban crocodile. The Cuban crocodile is a medium-sized crocodile that reaches an average length of about 10 feet and weighs about 300 pounds. Here's some of the Cuban crocodiles right here. You can definitely notice, like, the color of them is a little bit different than some of the other ones that we've noticed so far. They have one that's a little bit larger, I would say maybe about 5 feet, then one over here, maybe about 4 feet or so. Look at them though, how adorable. You can actually see the teeth of the crocodile right there, kind of protruding from the side of his mouth. Very, very menacing, however. I really like this because they have these covered areas in case it's raining right here, but also you're able to get a little bit up close and personal. Of course, do not touch the animals, but they have another one right here. This one is a little bit more awake, just hanging out here with his head up. Look at him. Let's head on into the wild world of flight here. This is the bird aviary. Here's the hours of operation. Let's head on in though. We can definitely notice Snowflake and Blizzard over here on our way in. It says here you can also feed the birds. It's $1 a stick or 3 sticks for $5. But let's do this. Oh, look at them right here. They're literally like right here. We actually purchased 3 sticks for $5, but this is amazing. They're flying everywhere. They are flying everywhere. Oh, it just landed on Brandy. It literally just landed on Brandy. It's eating off her hand right here. That's amazing. They literally just fly everywhere.
Oh boy.
Luke put his stick right here for the birds to enjoy. Oh, he might get brave here. He might get brave. Look at them eating though. Like, that's really fun. It's 1 stick for, how much was it? $2 or 3 for $5?
The little baby bird. Oh.
These birds here are so colorful. Look at them. Like, this is incredible. Being able to, look at them, like, fighting over the food. Up close and personal right here. You gotta watch them because they're literally like all over the floor here, the birds. Look at this guy. How you doing? This one here has a whole mouthful of food. Some of the birds that they have here in the aviary, they have some parakeets. Then there's another sign over here. Obviously, watch for birds underfoot. We just found that out. But they also have some Amazon parrots in here as well. I think there's actually one right over here. We'll get a closer look on the way out. Look at him hanging out right here. He's closer to the exit of the birdie aviary, but he literally, look at him blinking there. He just sits there. Oh, we see all those birds flying overhead. He just sits there staring at you on your way out. He's actually following the camera. Like, these birds here are literally just flying around everywhere. It's incredible. Brandy has her little food stick right there, feeding one of the cockatiels. He's contemplating coming down for it. Oh, he might do it. He's thinking about it. That bird aviary is absolutely incredible, guys. And seriously, pay the $2 for one stick or $3 for 5, which I strongly suggest, because that is just an unforgettable experience. Like, they're just flying overhead, like they're by your feet, they're everywhere. It's really fun and entertaining. The next exhibit right here is across from the bird aviary. That's Crusher, and he's literally right over here. He's one of the resident Gators that has a show here. He is like absolutely enormous, guys. I wish I could truly convey how big he is. He is so big, and he's just chilling there on the ramp. And it says here, Crusher is a North American alligator. Wow, they can grow up to an entire 18 feet in length, which is just incredible. It has its show times right here of 11 and 3:45, and they also offer a little bit of stadium seating right here to enjoy the show. Luke was just getting his picture taken right here in one of the cool photo ops. They have the zebra with a Wild Florida sign. But over here is the next section we're going to check out, is the alligator pond. This is where you do the gator feeding. The pricing again is $5 for one bag, three bags for $10. This looks really, really interesting. Oh, look at this. They also offer a gator fishing combo for $25. You get 3 bird sticks, 3 cones, 3 alligator feeding bags, and 1 gator fishing. I love the little sign here. Look at that. It has like a little hot dog, the gator, and the fishing pole. That's a really good deal for that combo, though. The first thing you'll notice right here into the gator pond area, they actually have a caiman right here. I think this is so funny. Like, look how he has his head there, just resting on that rock. Just hanging out in the Florida sun. Like, I love that. Look at him. Oh, I didn't even notice this guy. He like snuck up on us. He's laying right here, right in front of us. I love this sign here, no fishing in the alligator pond. But seriously, guys, look at the size of these gators. Like, they are literally just hanging out right here waiting for us to throw some alligator food in. These are absolutely enormous. Then they got a couple over here just on the beachy area that they have. This is amazing. Just being able to be like this up close and personal to gators of this size. So here's the bags of gator food that they offer. They're right here. It's like little bits of round food, but look at them. Like I said, like they are literally just waiting right here. Luke has one right here. Go ahead, drop it in, dude. Look at that. Like, they are ready, ready for the food. I want to try to get one of these gator bites, if you will, a little further out. We'll see if this guy over here will take the bait. Let's see here. Oh, that one turned around. Like he knows it's there. This is incredible. This is a lot of fun, guys. Go ahead.
Oh, got that one's attention there now.
And this whole setup is on like this nice little pier right here that kind of protrudes out into the water. Like, this is really nice. It's definitely nice and sturdy, so you have no worries here. And again, you are just completely surrounded by alligators in this area, and they definitely know where the feeding is. It's like a feeding frenzy. These gator hairs are crazy. Like, this one here must be like the bully gator, because every time he comes around, he chases all of the other gators off. And he is a very, very large one. Oh, Luke just threw one in. Feels like he's turning around to get the bait. This is really fun because it's not just gators in here. Like, we threw a couple of the gator treats, and you can actually see big catfish coming up and starting to eat the gator bait. And then like the gators come and scare the catfish off. This is a lot of fun though. Like, I highly suggest feeding the gators. It's relatively inexpensive, and it's a lot of fun. We just approached the gator fishing right here. Again, that's $10, and they have a little sign here for gator fishing. But I want to show all of the baby gators, because they have so many in here. They're actually watching us. This one here just lifted his head. But they have so many baby gators in here. Some swimming in the water, just a bunch on the middle area right here. They're kind of just like walking on each other. That'd be interesting to do one day, a little bit of gator fishing. You can cast your line out in here. The next exhibit over here is the red fox, and he is absolutely adorable. Look at him in there. He's over there just sitting in this tube. He looks so chill and just absolutely adorable. Just hanging out there, enjoying the weather. They also even have a bobcat over here, and I see him. He's laying right here. Like, check him out. He's just right there. I'll try to get up a little bit closer here and get a good view of him sleeping there on that a little toy swing they have, if you will, right here. But he's just hanging out with his paw right there. We're gonna check out the 215 exotic animal show here. They have a crate over here that says live animal, but I'm also checking out some of the signage that they have over here. After a young gator reaches 4 feet, its only predator is man, and sex of a gator is determined by the incubation temperature. That's really interesting.
In the show, I always start with an announcement, a warning, whatever you want to call it. Throughout the course of this show, there are live exotic animals right in front of you. So that means if you have a phobia or you're just scared of animals in general, that's okay. Just sit in the middle because I'll be right in the front with the animals. Now, if you are in the front, I like it. You're brave. But be warned, these are real animals, and that means they go to the bathroom where they want to and when they want to. So you are in the splash zone.
Hello, Mr. Blue.
Hey, this is Mr. Blue.
Oh,
He is a blue-tongued skink, a little cold-blooded reptile from Australia. Now again, keeping it very short and simple, the first thing we want to know, what does he eat? Now if you've never seen one of these reptiles before and you're wondering and looking at him, what does he eat? It's hard to tell just by looking, but the easy answer I have for you, this guy eats everything. Because think about that. In the wild of Australia, food isn't brought to him in a bowl or a plate. He has to find his own food. That means he's not going to be a picky reptile. The lifespan, how long will he live? And the answer might surprise you. Now, of course, out in the wild, whether it's hiding from predators or looking for prey, it's a rough life. Here, he gets free food every day, all the medical care he would ever need. The dangerous, the exotic, and the poisonous Bufo the cane toad. You guys always think I'm going to bring out a snake, but in reality, this is an exotic amphibian, and the cane toad is native to Central and South America, and unfortunately, in recent decades, they've become a problem in some parts of the world, known as an invasive species. Put simply, they now live in places they shouldn't, and they disrupt the ecosystem by being there. Let me just the nickname they give this American alligator. Now, of course, alligators are not exotic to me, being that I am born and raised in the state of Florida. But if you're visiting us from somewhere that doesn't have alligators, that means they might be exotic to you guys. So as far as my 3 questions go, what do they eat? Well, after they're 6 feet long and 6 years old, alligators are adults, an apex predator, literal top of the food chain. They eat everything below them. Whether it's a turtle, a bird, a snake, they'll even eat each other. They are naturally cannibalistic. As far as how big they get, female alligators average around 8 to 10 feet in length, versus male alligators grow their whole life up until the day they die. They average around 12 feet long. The males, a great example of how much they'll grow. Crusher, that gigantic alligator in his bachelor pad, he's 14 feet, he's 1,000 pounds, and he grows every year. But the most remarkable attribute about alligators is that lifespan. These amazing reptiles can live up to 80 years, if not older, so older than most people. But the only reason they've been around so long is because they do one thing really good, and that's hiding. So as I walk around, I'm going to point out some tools to use that help them hide. First thing, look where their nostrils are. Right at the end of the skull, the tip of the snout. And they have the ability to open and close their nostrils, seal them up. So when they're hiding in the water, they'll just stick the tip of their snout up, smell the air. If this alligator smelled a bigger one that was going to eat him, he'd take a breath, seal off the nostrils, and hide under the water.
That is so interesting and very informative. Actually bring a gator out at the end. We're in line right now. You can actually hold the gator. Luke wants to hold the gator, so we're going to check this out. Important to note, if you're going to meet the baby gator after the show, there's no filming or photography. I do believe they take your picture there, so just keep that aware. I love these signs that they put in like the parks and like all over the place, really. This one here, we have the hawk swamp. The deer are to the right, petting zoo to the right. Then they also offer some sloth encounters over here. This exhibit right here offers the two-toed sloth. I actually see him right over here. If you guys notice him, he's hanging out right there. He's holding on to that piece of wood while he's sleeping. I think that's funny. He's just literally holding on to that piece of wood while he's sleeping. This is probably the closest I've ever been to a gator, let alone a gator this size. Like, you're literally just in between this metal fence right here, and it is right, this guy here has to be at least like 10 feet tall. Like, this is incredible. And look at right underneath here. You have two little baby lizards there. He's hanging out in front of this enormous gator.
3:15 boat ride, if you can please come to the gate.
Caution, parrots may bite. Look at this, they're right here too. Literally right here. Look at them. They're staring at us. He keeps looking as I'm panoraming around him right here. That's incredible.
A ring-tailed lemur.
These are the ring-tailed lemurs. Brandy has her popsicle that she just got, and the lemur just keeps on staring at her. Look at him holding on there. You guys remember King Julian, Lord of the Lemurs from Madagascar? This is one of those kind of lemurs. Oh, look at him go. Up, down, up, down. He's getting his workout right here. Oh, look at that. They're jumping. They're jumping. How many places could you be standing right here checking out some red ruffed lemurs? They look absolutely adorable, but literally right behind you, you have a bunch of alligators in the water watching you. I wonder if they're watching the lemurs too, but look at them right there. Our next stop is going to be the petting zoo entrance, interactive petting and feeding area. If you're interested in feeding the animals, it's $1 or 1 cone for $2 and 3 cones for $5. So we got the 1 cone here. They actually fill up the food here in an ice cream cone. That's really neat. I guess the animals could eat the whole thing, and that's only $2. So we just made our way into the petting zoo area here. Oh, Luke just dropped a bunch. They have a goat barn. Check out the little goats, and like they have pygmy goats all around. This one here is going after the food. Oh, he just took the food. They just literally took the cone and everything right out of Luke's hand. That is too funny. Oh, here they all come. Look at that. It's kind of like a goat buffet right now. Needless to say, we're in the rainy season right now and it is pouring. I think we're gonna head on over. I think every good video has to end in the gift shop, right? Let's head on over to the gift shop. We just made our way into the gift shop here. We totally beat the rain, but they have a bunch of taxidermied animals right here. And check out this enormous gator that they have right up ahead. Like, that is so big. They even have a giraffe right here. Of course, he's not taxidermied, but he's really neat to see. Let's check out some of the hats here. I really like this one here. It says Wild Florida in red. These are $24.99. You have an American flag. Look at this one with the sloth. Don't care. I really like this Wild Florida one here too. These are $24.99. They also offer some Wild Florida t-shirts right here. This one is really nifty. I love the colors, for $26.99. Then this one right here, Wild Florida since 2010. This one's really neat. It's a celebration one for $29.99. How adorable is this? The Turtle Man Foundation, helping one turtle at a time. You can actually adopt your own little turtle here in the sand. These are magnets. The larger one is $7.99 and the smaller one is $4.99. But how adorable are all these turtles? You can also take home a Wild Florida Gator tooth keychain. These are $6.99. They actually say Wild Florida. I feel like this is a really good take home right here. And some of these critters here that are ceramic, these are $8.99. Of course, you could take home your very own alligator head here for $15.99 to $19.99 depending on size. They also have a full-size alligator right here as well. They have some really neat things like these steampunk alligators that kind of look like they're made out of bicycle chains. And these are $29.99. Like, this is really fun for the kids though. I like these. They have other various different animals and whatnot here. Oh, look at this. They have a giraffe for $14.99. Look at this turtle. That is adorable for $15.99. Look at these kid shirts right here for $15.99. Giraffic Park. Wild Florida. Look at that, babe. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's cute.
Look at this one.
Han Solo.
Han Solo, Wild Florida. These are only $15.99. These are adorable. In case you're also interested in visiting Wild Florida, they have a bunch of different packages here. Like the Gator Park we just visited was $14 for an adult, $10 for a child. There's also Florida resident discounts. Then they also offer the animal encounters The anteater encounter is $45. They have albino gator, porcupines, two-toed sloth, and the lemurs. Then over here you can do the safari park, which you actually drive through. That's $33 for adult and $23 per child, 3 to 12. I really like these Wild Florida full zip hoodies right here. These are $39.99. They say Wild Florida on the front and back. Isn't that amazing though? That's perfect. They have this adult Everglades Wild Florida shirt right here. These ones are $21.99. Oh, look at this Swamp Monster. That's awesome. Wild Florida. You have the gator on the boat there for $24.99. For $24.99, this might be my favorite shirt so far, the upside down. It's literally a sloth upside down and it says Wild Florida. I'm loving the play on some of the really good TV shows and movies and whatnot that they have here. This shirt is awesome. Okay, and this one here is $19.99. It says Claus Wild Florida. Okay, this one here I think, honey, has to be our favorite. That one's awesome. Check out the crazy Florida weather in such a short time. Like all this Spanish moss is all over the ground. But I want to show the lake that is basically over here from that torrential downpour. Look at this. It is absolutely soaked over here. This puddle is enormous. I'm not quite sure. We got to find a different route to get over to our car. Look at that. It's like the whole area got flooded. Again, I want to thank Wild Florida so much for having us out today. We had such an amazing time. Also, definitely check out the petting zoo because that area was awesome. It just started like torrential downpouring when we went in there. If you liked today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.